All right, people. So you got this series called BMF.
Yes.
Now, BMF is based off of the Black Mafia family in the States. These were some big drug dealers at the time. They ended up all getting locked up and all of that. And they sold, Big Meech, which was the leader of the whole thing, sold his life rights off. Anyway, 50 Cent picked up his rights and put together the BMF series. Now, this BMF series was very successful. I think they've done 3 seasons now. And there's been some social media antics as of late. And the reason for this is because Big Meech, who was completely turned into a hero and everyone was waiting for him to come home from prison. Anyway, he's come out, been out for a bit, don't really talk too much. Took a picture with Rick Ross, which is 50 Cent's enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, 50's come out now saying my man's a snitch, he's cancelling the show, all the rest of it. He's leaked a text message of 50 Cent's leaked a text message of Little Meech saying, yo, my dad linked up with Rick Ross because he needed to just pay his bills till the next season comes around. 50 said, what season? So, justified or overreaction? What are you saying?
Yeah, both. And I know it sounds like I'm trying to just sit on the fence, but it's right hard. It's justified in terms of you have to look at it like this. Big Meech was sitting down for how many years, decades? What was he sentenced to?
I think he was sentenced to 35, but he could have did about 18 still.
So you did let's round up, Mark. So let's say you were sitting down for 2 decades, yeah? You had nothing going on, because I assume the feds have taken everything and anything you would have left out. You know how it always goes? Anything you would have had and was able to squirrel away and bury away in this person's name, that person's name, they've either ran through it or when you come out, they're not giving it back. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So this series doesn't go ahead. You come out and all it is, yeah, man, Big Meech, I killed it back in the day. The end. But then insert 50. 50's looked and said, yo, your story was mad. Let me link with your son. Let me send him to acting classes. Get him brushed up. Where I could have simply just got the rights to the story, not involved you properly, not involved your son, not involved anyone in your circle, and just ran it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
And just profited of it. But he didn't do that. So from a business standpoint, I can understand it because it's like, blood, you've come out now, linking with my man, when really and truly, I know you were known from back in the day, but I've kind of given you this relevancy of now. Because when you have to think about it, this series, Mark, like Power, all of these shows, but let's keep it to BMF because that's historical. And you could even equate it to the Wu-Tang one as well. Yeah. A lot of that would have, other than the people who were around to know these stories, who went through it, who saw the rise and fall of said people, it's opened you up to a whole new genre, a new audience.
Facts.
Like these Gen Zers. Like there'll be Gen Zers who know about BMF now because of the show. There'll be Gen Zers or Gen X, whatever, who will know about Wu-Tang because of the show.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say? So you can't overlook that, man. You can't look a gift horse in the mouth. The flip side, you can say it's an overreaction because you could argue that yous aren't brethrens like that. So your ups aren't his ups. You know what I mean? He's not Tony Yayo, blood. He's not Uncle Murder. So he ain't going to stand 10 toes deep with you. You know what I mean? In opposition of someone. It's not like me and you. You don't fuck with my man. You can fuck up.
Yeah, facts, Bible.
You get me?
Bible facts.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Go through, man. What you think?
All right,
that's me. I'm done straddling the fence. No Diddy. Go on.
I'll tell you the truth, I think, you see if you was locked up, yeah?
Yes.
First of all, man's a drug dealer. One thing I hate about the States is them turning drug dealers into like heroes. Man's a drug dealer.
Turn them into folk heroes, innit?
In fact, he ruined this community and he ruined a lot of communities. Right. So let's start there. After that, you got to look and say, if you followed 50's career, you kind of know how he moves. If a man can't do nothing for him, he holds them to certain principles. Because he never said nothing when Dr. Dre done a song with Rick Ross, Three Kings. I know my hip-hop history, man.
I remember that tune.
Yeah, he done that. That's a big tune. He done that song. It was Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, and Rick Ross called Three Kings. He never said nothing about that. But on top of that, though, 50 has took your youth, ran him through acting school, put him on, apparently made him $5 million as well on the way to doing that. I can't believe that somebody around him wouldn't have said, yo, that's a bad idea to take that picture. The only thing I think it could be is that them two weren't, they already had fallen out. It had to have been that, because I don't see how a man has put your son on, kept your name. You know, think about how big my man would have been. You know, without all that drama with 50, that Big Meech, they would have turned him into a martyr. My man would have been the biggest thing. He was about to ride the wave, Stephen. They would have gave him a movie. He would have had everything. But you see how the Americans move, FBA. The rumors of snitching, and look now. But you know, with the son, one thing I'll say, Stephen, and I want to say this, you know.
Go true.
You know that little Meech?
Yes.
You know when you seen him running around when you seen him running around when he was doing the BMF? Big, massive chains, mad diamond. Obviously, you don't know how much them things cost, but I remember thinking to myself, my man spending and buying the things that you see those rappers buying, you know, like those Little Baby and all them kind of geezers. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, my man spending bread like that from a series.
The money.
He didn't stack none of that.
It could be good money, but a series don't last forever.
But think about how he's spending.
No, of course, Mark.
Vlad said it one time, you know.
Go on.
Vlad was chatting to Yayo and he's like, why is my man buying like a 250,000 watch? Like, I'm not.
Oh, I remember he had that drama in it.
And then Yayo was like, nah, man, they're getting money. And he was like, you're not getting money like that for a watch like that. And it proved that my man was right, because look now, your dad's come out and he's practically ruined. He's not on his own name, but he's ruined your thing as well.
But you put out
and you're not a good actor. Let's keep it real.
I've not watched the series yet.
You're not a good actor. You can only act in that. You could never cross over into nothing else. You're not good in. You're not an actor like that. You can only play that what your dad was. You like looking at in my man in that. He's not a good actor.
So he's not a Damson.
No, to me, Damson's still not seasoned yet. Not dissing Damson. He's good, but you need probably.
What do you think? What when you say that? What do you mean? Does he need like another Snowfall? I don't mean drug dealer thing, but like a good show for him to carry like that.
Damson needs to do for Damson to really cross over in this thing. Yeah,
yeah.
He needs like a he needs what Daniel Kaluuya had. You see how Daniel Kaluuya had? I am a revolutionary. I am
Fred Hampton business.
Yeah, he needs a role like that.
Oh, okay.
If once Damson knocks one of them roles and he knocks it out the park,
like a historical figure,
he's gone clear. The Snowfall thing, it's good. It's impressive.
Good. No, it's good. But remember, it's just you could kind of not to knock anyone's work in it. And R.I.P. John Singleton and all that. But it's kind of one lane kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's geared to a certain audience. I don't just mean black. I just mean like people who. Black, of course, because it's predominantly
a certain
people who like that kind of stuff. So a man who would fuck with that, who would fuck with maybe The Sopranos, The Breaking Bad, Top Boy, The Wire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A man who likes that kind of Peaky Blinders, them kind of vibes.
That Damson is on his way though. But I'm saying Little Meech, he's not even on his way. My man's good in that. So in my head, I'm like,
is it worth watching? You think I should tune in
man.
or not? Yeah. What would you say? Are you up to date? I know you stopped watching.
So, you know, I've watched it, but you know, I'm kind of over all them now, you know.
Mark, you know what it is?
Raising Cain, Mark, all that gangster shit. I'm kind of done with it.
I'll be honest, I was never into it. The only ones I've watched properly, and I need to rewatch it properly because I've only watched it here and there. The Wire, Breaking Bad. I need to watch The Sopranos. I need to watch Boardwalk Empire. Mark, I fell off Power. So I don't know where I'd have to start that again. But that got boring to me.
Nah, but it's not.
I didn't mess with Power.
It's not real life.
I ain't watched Wu-Tang. I haven't watched BMF.
Wu-Tang's good.
I haven't watched
BMF's just like Power.
Raising Kanan.
Like bodies are dropping like domino.
I wouldn't like it then because I thought
you know with The Wire, yeah. What I always tell man, The Wire for me, yeah, that's my number one.
But you know what? You know why The Wire is good though? Yeah, it's drugs. Yeah, it's violence. But I like how they have the overarching series arcs. Do you know what I mean? So
but it humanizes the characters.
Definitely.
The reason why The Wire became what it became,
yeah,
is because it humanized the characters. When you look at Stringer Bell, he was trying to be a businessman. When you look at Avon, he was in love with Avon was like the Mitch. He was in love with the game. Marlo was just the exact same as Avon, you know.
What he got out. It's mad, you know, it's contrasting. Because obviously Stringer got dropped, but Marlo survived, but Marlo wanted back in the game. That's why that shot was beautiful, G, when he does the little scuffle and that, and it's just him standing in the alley alone. No one about, no soldiers, no territory.
But you know why they shot that? Because I've watched the director's cut, yeah. For those who know, I'll say this quickly. You know why they shot that scene?
Go on.
Because remember, he won. At the end, remember, everyone, the Connect...
What you got to show for it?
Sold the Connect. No, remember, Marlo had 10 mil?
No, I know, but I'm saying, for him though, what's he got to show for it?
No, because what they were saying when they filmed that scene at the end, they were trying to say that he had 10 mil, he was now in the room that Stringer wanted to be in, but he still weren't happy with that. He still wanted the adrenaline rush of the road.
That's not
There's man like that out there.
Because remember, that's what I'm saying. It's funny how they got the contrasting endings, because Stringer would have loved to be in that. But remember, Marlo didn't really... What? He said, my name is my... You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was about the funk, G. He didn't really care about the business side. You know what I mean? He didn't want to build up... He didn't want to build a corporate...
You have man... No, remember, you know...
Play to play, man.
You've got man that just play the game to play the game.
Facts.
They're not playing... They're just playing the game. They don't want a prize. They're just playing it.
Facts.
That's what that scene was about. And the reason why The Wire is miles ahead of all these shows is because it humanizes the road characters. So if you look at a man like, say, even down to Omar, fam, you had to feel bad for him at the end. You see what I'm saying? Even though he done all that madness, at the end you were like, damn, I can see why he did it. You see what I mean? And then when you look at all of it, but what I'm getting at is BMF, Raising Kanan, all them shows there is just shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Like, I remember in Power, man would have a Connect. Oh, we got this Connect. Russian Mafia boss is the strongest man on the road. They just murk him. New Connect from Colombia, strongest man on the road. They just murk him. It's not real, fam. It's not real. You know what I mean? And don't get it twisted. I rate 50 for the fact that he's been able to diversify and move away from music and do all of that. But matter of fact, he had a good series called Life for Life. That was good.
That got cancelled, innit?
Yeah, but that's because of COVID, but that was really good. The first season was strong.
That's a sick story, that is.
First season was strong. Second season, because of COVID,
the writing got a bit funny.
The writing got funny and all of that. But 50, BMF, it's not, let's be real, Big Meech, all them, man, they don't need to be celebrated. You sold drugs, you got caught, you done a bazillion years, it's over.
You're not Robin Hood, man.
Like all this thing, like, and then you see 50 killed in one shot. That picture ruined this whole thing because that rollout can't go on. Little Baby, you know them, man, they were going to pull out of that concert. They were going to pull out.
Talk to me, man. What there's a I don't know the depths of that. What concert?
The picture that he took with Rick Ross was about the concert.
Rose was gonna put on a concert.
Yeah. Welcome home.
Because I saw the video. I saw the picture, Mark, and I saw the video when he's like, yeah, because them man are doing some bomby series. We're gonna do a movie. I saw all of that rubbish.
Bullshit. Come on. Because Rick Ross, listen, this is how he's
saying.
talking.
Even if
I'm gonna get what did he say? There's a lot. Big up my producer homies, man like Tarantino. I'm gonna ask you. Do you think Quentin Tarantino's making a movie about a drug dealer?
You don't give a shit, no?
Exactly. So when my man's saying, I'm like, you man, you fooling the people, like you've fumbled my man's back.
Them man only do Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill and
the
Pulp Fiction and all that. I like that.
Some
people didn't like that, you know. I thought it was cold.
Cold as me and my dad watched that still.
Fam, the only thing, I kind of bend, but I don't like it. You know when my man's when Sam Jack's teasing the old man, I don't like that part.
Yeah. I didn't like that. I didn't like that part. I didn't like that.
But he just wanted an excuse to spray his car out, though, fam.
He was just trying to get him mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just trying to get him mad.
He shot me in the pecker.
Yeah, cold, man.
Yeah.
That's the coldest film. I remember in the cinema watching that.
Oh, you were cinema? I didn't go to cinema for that one.
It was that long. They had to have a break. It was that long. They stopped the cinema. They stopped the film, like going break time.
Flipping.
So brothers could go. That's how long it was.
I do like Tarantino style still.
Yeah, remember the cold, but that's what I'm saying. Rick Ross was like Tarantino.
Come on, Mark. Come on, just sensible, blood. Whether you've had a disagreement or not, who would you mess with, blood? That's like me. All right, let me put it in perspective. Steven Spielberg's been doing a series about us here, man, and then he's gonna do a movie. I diss him and go and link with, oh God, who's big in music? I'll go link with Drake. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what I mean is like, I'll go link. So I'm already dealing with someone who's already in that world, can make a call and make things happen, to go and deal with someone who's just in the entertainment music world.
He's just talking.
It's two separate lanes.
I remember this though, 50 owns the rights, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
To that. But I'm saying anyway, like, mans don't need another celebration of no drug dealer anyway.
Nah,
What did like, you know, all that, Big Meech, this and that. You sold drugs, fam. You didn't do nothing, you didn't help the community, none of that. You sold drugs and then you went broke to the point that you know, when you look at my man's youth, fam, in the videos and that, he's like half zombie, like, oh yeah, his eyes and that. It looks like he's took 1 million shots in his arm.
But you know, the thing is, Mark, this is what I'm always saying, the pick and choose thing in life, man. Because Big Meech is your hero, but you all hate Trump.
See it.
And I'm not advocating for Trump.
You're giving them some facts.
I'm just giving you the parallel. It's pick and choose, man.
But that Big Meech love him. And then the second man's are like, yo, he snitched and that. But then it shows that 50 is a bit weird as well. Because before my man took the picture, you were going full balls to the wall. You were doing series, all of that. And my man's you, let's keep it real. He can't act. Let's keep it real.
I'll say it for you.
You can't act.
I'm gonna have to watch some scenes now. You've said.
What up, though?
I'm gonna have to watch some scenes.
What up, though? The American man would say that. What up, though?